Hi. Today we will discuss about subqueries. What are subqueries? Subqueries are called as nested queries, inner queries. So these are not the names for subqueries. Okay, before that, yesterday I was discussing about with you, right, about this case statement and select how we can use. Yesterday it was not working. So this is the syntax. This is how we can use it. You see it. I'm selecting employee ID, and then the 10 till here it is case statement. You read the case statement once. Case employee ID when 1000. That means when employee is 1000, then it will display 1. When employee is 1001, then it will display 2. When employee is 1002, then it will display 3. Else it will display as other. Here you can add one more. When 1004, then you can say uh, 5 or something. Okay. Here one more is when 1003, then 4. Okay, this you can add. Else for all other cases it will display other, and then here you have to give end as, and this would be the column name that would display these values 1 2 3 4 5, right? And then from where you're saying this is from statement from employee, that means this is case statement, and select employee ID from employee you are doing. If employee ID is in this list, then you display extra column with these values. Okay, let us run and see how it works. See, now if you see employee ID 1000, then 1 came in descript column, and 1001, then 2 came in descript column, 1002 3 came in the descript, 1003 4, 1004 5. Then from 1005 it will all have other, because till 1004 only we have given. Understood, right? So now we will see what is subquery. Subquery means a query inside another select query, or a query inside a query is called subquery. That means you will be having multiple queries in one, either select or insert, update, whatever. Then you will have multiple queries inside a query, that is called subquery. So there are actually two types of subqueries on a higher level. It is correlated subquery is one. Okay, and then one more we are having non-correlated. So I'll explain you these things when we actually do it. What is correlated subquery and what is non-correlated subquery? First, let us see the non-correlated subquery type. Non-correlated subquery type means, let me just simply write one query. Yesterday we were discussing about aggregate functions, right? So I've shown you some average and count also. There we can also use min and max also. I was telling you yesterday, but I didn't show you the example. If suppose in this employee table, if I'm having a salary column, right, I want to see which employee is having more salary, means who is the highest paid employee in this company. In that case, what you can do is select max of salary. What is the maximum salary of that employee I want to see from employee. And if I run this, see, 25,000 is the maximum salary of this company. Suppose if I want to know the second maximum salary, not the highest, but the second highest salary, what is the second highest salary I want to know? In that case, what you will have to do is, here comes where salary equal to, again here you will be writing, this is called subquery. I'll show you. Select max of salary from employee. So here what you have to do is, if you just run this, you will get max salary only, but the thing is you have to see the second maximum salary, right? In that case you have to give less than here. So what is happening here, you observe first. Here first, in non-correlated subqueries, first this is called inner query. Inner query should be given in brackets. Okay, inner query cannot be simply written outside. Inner query must be given in a bracket, and outer query will be just like a select query. Okay, so in non-correlated subqueries, first this inner query will be executed. Okay, first this inner query will be executed, and you see what is the result of this inner query. Select max of salary from employee. That means it will give you this 25,000. So here in this place where salary is less than this 25,000 will be replaced here, right? So now, and here what you're seeing now, max is not required here because you just want to see, because the subquery is doing everything for you. It will select maximum salary here, and now from here you are selecting the salary which is less than maximum salary. That means second maximum salary, right? If you want to get second maximum salary only, then here you have to give max. Otherwise you want to see all the salaries except the maximum salary starting from second maximum salary. If you leave it like this, it will give you all the salaries. But now what you're saying, select max of salary on second max of salary only. That means, so it will select the maximum salary first, that is 25,000, and in the rest of salaries, means less than 25,000, whatever salary is there, in that select the max salary. You're getting? So your salary should be less than 25,000. In that list you select maximum salary. That means second maximum salary you're selecting. You run this, it will give you 11,000. That, see here, so if you see here, this 11,000, this 11,000 is the second highest salary. If you want to see third also, then again you can have one more insert query here, one more subquery here, where salary less than, again select max of salary from employee. Now this will give you third highest salary, right? Because this will give maximum, this will give second maximum, and this will be the third maximum, right? From employee, something is missing, let me see. Select max of salary from employee where salary is less than, select, oh, this I didn't close. Okay, now this is not, no, fine. See, 7,800. So 7,800, this after 11,000, this 7,800 is the third highest salary. So this is how you will write the subqueries. Understood? So first inner query will be executed, and then it will take this result. Based on the result, this outer query will be executed. That means already here you will have, suppose, that means this full thing would be, if you want to see the second maximum salary, that inner query will get replaced with this 25,000, right? Then only you will get this 11,000. So that means your inner query is running and it is placing this 25,000 here. Instead of having 25,000, we have written that subquery. Understood? So subqueries can be written in, you can write it in insert statement, you can write it in select, you can write it in update, and you can write it in delete also. Okay, we'll see. So now we will see how we can write this thing in insert thing. I have already, once I have explained you when I was talking about insert in a different second way, how we can insert, right? So anyway, we are having one student table in the beginning, right? So let's start from, let us say if data is still there inside that. Yes, it is there. So we have already have student one also have created, and that, so now this is having nothing. So what I want to do is I'll show you how we can use subquery using insert. Insert into student one. Then here you have to give select star from student, because student table is already having data, right? Where student id equal to, let us say first record we will insert. Okay, fine. So this we will do. column name doesn't match the value con maybe student one, how many it is having, column names are different, it is having extra counter. What, select star from student one, this is having age also, that is why it is not inserting. So here we have to give the column names also then, because student is not having age, right, that's why. So student id, name, then course. Okay, now it will run. Now we try, now let us see if that record is inserted here or not. So if you see, it came into student one table, right, but age we haven't inserted, so it is null. So this is how you can use this in insert statement. We will see how we can, so select you understood, insert you understood, then we will see how we can update it, right. So if I want to, let us say update, I want to update the salaries. See, I want to update the salaries of this employee table who are working in branch number 2. Okay, whoever is working in branch number 2, I want to update their salaries. Or I will do one more thing, because if I have to work with this only, then I will be having only one table to use. I'll show you how to use it in different tables, multiple tables, right, then that would be easy for you. So what I will use, I will try to update the employees who are working for this client of LIC, who are working for LIC client. I want to update their salaries to 50% more, whoever is working for this LIC client. So LIC client ID is 4003, this we know, right. So first we have to go to this works with table and get all the employees who are working for this 4003, 1 2, and only these two guys are there, right. So let us do that thing now. Update employee, set salary equal to salary into 0.50, where employee id in, because why we are using in here means your subquery, if your subquery is exactly giving you one value, because here if you see, when you're doing this select max of salary and all, then we know max of salary would be only one, it cannot give more than one, right. That is why we are giving equal to, but in we have to give when your subquery will return multiple values as output, because here for 403 we will have multiple employee IDs, multiple employees who might be working for that client, right. So in select employee ID, from this works with table you have to give, from this works with, where client ID equal to 4003. For this client, whoever is working, I want to update, means first it will select employee ID from works with table, where client ID is 4003. That means this is works with table, this is employed for 4003, 1007 and 1008, these two guys are working. So these two IDs it will put here in the, it will replace the select statement with those two IDs. Then what will happen, then it will come to outer query, this inner query is already executed, so it will come to outer query, update employee, set salary equal to salary into 0.50, where employee ID in this list. So then it will be updated. Now we will see what are their salaries now. 1007 and 1008, right. 1007 is having 6500, 1008 is having 7100. Now after update, let us see if it gets any update or not, right. Now let me run this update. Two rows affected. Now let me see select star from employee, where emp id in, because why, otherwise simply it will retrieve all the rows, that is why I'm just giving emp ids 1007 and 1008. Now let me run this. Now if you see, um their salaries are reduced, right? Okay, I should have given 1.50 instead. Now it came down to 50%. Earlier he is having 6,500, now it came to 3250. He is having 7,500, it came down to 3550. So 50% cut happened. You have updated their salaries. So this is how you can use this subquery in update statement. Using delete statement also the same in update way you can use for delete as well. Okay, now so these are all called non-correlated subqueries. Means inside first inner query will be selected, then first inner query will be executed, then outer query will be executed. Understood? Suppose if I want to see one more thing, we will see uh, the sales is there, right? Let us say I want to see all the employee names who have sold more than 30,000, who has made more than 30,000 sales. So I will just see how we can get the name. So for this, post select employee ID, comma, first name, comma, last name from employee, right? Where employee ID in. So from this table I have to, from works with table I have to select out which employee has made more than 30,000 sales. So here I will give select employee ID from works with table where total sales is greater than 30,000. So that will return the employee IDs here. Select emp ID from works with where, or where we will write down, it would be easy, where total sales is greater than 30,000, right? Now let us see. Now if you see here, Rajesh Sharan and Ashok Roy, so 30,000 more than this will come 55,000 and 1,002 this will come, and so uh, total sales more than 30,000, right? Yeah, why? Because select where total sales is greater than 30,000. 1,005 is Ashok Roy, 2002 is Rajesh Chiran, and this is 22,500. It won't come, this won't come, this won't come, and 1,005, 33,000 again, it is 1,005 only, and he is Ashok Roy, and again 1,30,000. This is also 1,005 again Ashok Roy. So that is why only these two has come for us. Okay, you understood? This is how we can use the select statement in subqueries. So select employee ID, full name, last name from employee. Here we are selecting the employee IDs who has made more than 30,000 sales. Now we have seen, right, how we can use different non-correlated. So there is one more thing, correlated subquery means. Correlated subquery means first outer query will be executed, and for each the execution of outer query, inner query will be executed multiple times. I'll show you one simple example here. I've written, if suppose now we have seen second max of salary, third max of salary, fourth max of salary, like that. But if I want to see 50th max of salary, if there are so many employees and I want to see 50th max of salary, then you cannot write simply 50 subqueries, right? Inside select max of salary, select max, like that you cannot write 50 times. So for that what we are doing is, suppose if you want to find for fourth max of salary, then here if you, then it should be 3 here. I'll show you how it will work. Okay, select star from employee, uh, where this is not, where 3 mean, if you want to see the fourth max of salary, then you have to give 4 minus 1. select count distinct employee salary from here you have to give, yeah, MP1 here, from employee, that means from the same table where employee 2 dot salary is greater than employee 1 dot salary. Now we will see how it will work. I'll explain you, you might get confused, right? So let me just explain you about this. So this is our list of employees. So let us say emp1, this one, yeah. So how it will work now, I will explain you. So now let us see how this count will work. We have seen that select count of distinct employee 2 dot salary and employee 2 dot salary is greater than employee 1 dot salary. How this count will work, I'll explain you. So we will see how many greater values are there in employee 1 when compared to employee 2. Let us see this. Let us say this is count. Now 25,000. We'll see how many greater values are there in employee 1. 25,000 is not greater than 25,000. 11,000 is not greater than 75,000. So all these are not greater than 25,000. So here count will be 0. Now let us see how many values are there in employee 1 which is greater than 11,000. So 25,000 is greater than 11,000. This is true, and it is greater than 11,000 is false, 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 false. All. So here count is 1. Now let us see 7,500. How many greater values are 7,000? 25,000 is greater, and 11,000 is also greater than 25,000, and 75,000 is equal to, so it won't match. 6,300 won't match because it is less. 5,500 is less, 6,900 is less, and 7,800 is greater than that 7,500, and 3250, 3550 are also less than. So here count is 20,000, 11,000 and 7,800. So the count is 3 here, right? And now we will see 6,300, how many greater values we are having. So 25,000 is 1, 11,000, 7,500, and this is equal to, so it won't match. This is less than, then 6,900 is greater than 63, and 7,800 is also greater than, and these two are less than. So total 1 2 3 4 5. Now we will see 5,500 also. So 5,500 is 25,000 is greater value, 11,000 is greater than value, 7,500 is greater value, 6,300 is greater than, and 5 is equal to, and 6,900 is also greater value than 5,500. 7,800 is also greater value, and these two are not. So total 1 2 3 4 5 and 7,800, 6 values are there. So we will put 6 here. And now 6,900, we'll see how many greater values are there. So here 25,000 is 1, 11,000 and 7,500, and this 6,300 is less than 69, 5,500 is less than 69, and 69 is equal to 69, and then 7,800, and these two are also less. So what is the count? 1 2 3 and 4. Now we will see 7,800. So here 25,000 is 1, 11,000 is 2, and 7,500 is less, 6,300 is less, 5,500 is less, 69 is less, 78 is equal to 78, and 3250, 3255, 3550 are less. So the count is these two, 25 and 11. So the count is 2 here. And these two, anyway, you understood, right? Anyway, we will have so many greater values, not because 3250, 2500, 11,000, 75, these are our greater values only. It would be more than 2 for 3550 also. So now you see only for 7,800 we have got count of 2. So that is how it will run. It will just, so here it should be 2. So when, if you want third highest salary, you have to keep it 2. So it will do like, so it will select third highest salary. So here it will replace with 2, and it will, when it will match with that count, it will fetch that record. So that means first outer query will run here. This outer query will run and it will place 2, and for each of these outer query, this inner query will run multiple times. For each record, 25 on 1000 it will run once, 11,000 it will run. So for all these values, every time it will run and it will see the matching count of this. If you run this, uh, uh, something we are missing. I think we are missing one bracket here. Select count out listing employee salary 2, where emp salary dot 2 is greater than emp salary dot 1. This is correct, right? To see what we are missing here, did I change anything? I have a query of this. What did we miss here? Then if I give 2 here, is running, then what is the difference here? Did I make any changes where 2 equal to this select count distinct employee 2 dot salary from employee 2, where emp2 dot salary is greater than emp1 dot salary. Everything else was correct, right? Yeah, so it was correct only. I don't know why it was not running earlier, but so if you see this, now it has given us 7,800 value, right? We wanted to see third highest salary, so now it has given us. If you want to see fourth highest salary, then 4 minus 1, 3 you have to give here, and if you run, it will give you 7,500, because this is the fourth highest salary, right? So this is what correlated queries means. That means inner query will run multiple times. So now you understood, right, what is subquery and what is correlated subquery and what is non-correlated subquery, right? Okay, then we will see one more topic. When I was declaring tables, I was explaining you on delete set null, on delete cascade things, right? We will see what is this on delete set null and what is this on delete cascade, on delete restrict kind of things. Because let us say you see these queries here. So when we are creating a employee table, we have altered it as a foreign key that uh, a reference is branch id on delete set null, right? So that means if you are deleting anything from this branch id, then what will happen to these guys? That is the question. So you see this, if suppose this employee and branch table is there, here I'm having a branch of 2 which is Bangalore in branch table. If suppose I delete this Bangalore from this table, then what will happen to these guys which are all already allocated to this branch id 2222 is there, right? So now let us see how it will work. What is on delete set null? First let us see select star from employee. So here we are having many employees with branch id 2, right? And we are also having select star from branch. So we are having branch 2 also Bangalore. Suppose if I delete from branch okay, where branch id equal to 2. If suppose I am deleting this branch from branch table, what will happen to the employees who are already allocated to this branch? Let me delete now. If you run the branch id table, so there is no branch now. 1 3 and 4 only there. Bangalore is gone. So now let us see what will happen to these employees. See, if you see wherever they are having 2 here, now all these are set to null, right? These all are, you see this here, all these things are set to null here. Whoever was having branch id 2, all of them are gone. It is set to null. So that means that is called on delete set null. In the referencing table, if you're deleting anything, then in that place where the main table, the parent table is there with that particular branch id, those employees will get to set null. That is what on delete set null means. I've also given you on delete cascade. What is on delete cascade? On delete cascade, what it will do is it will delete the employees. If suppose you're deleting anything from branch id table or branch table, it will delete those employees from employee table also. But we will see for which table we have given branch id. Suppose on delete cascade, this is on delete set null. Even for employee table also. Okay, let us see. This works with table. I have given on delete cascade. It is referencing the client table. If suppose, let us see where is works with table. This is works with table. So here, if suppose these all are the employees are there, if suppose client id 4000 4001, these are there from the client table. If I suppose delete let us say 4003 lic, if I am going to delete, if I delete lic, what will happen to the employees who are there in this work with table, who are working with this 4003 client? Let us see here, we have now 1 and 2, 1007 and 1008 employees are there who are working for this client. Right now we will see what will happen. Select star from first client, we will select and see if that 1003 is already there or not. So this lic is already there, right? So if you have seen there, we have deleted that branch id, right? Here also it got to set null. So it will everywhere, it will reflect wherever that particular branch table is being referenced as a foreign key. Okay, now we will see select star from works with. So here we are having that 4003 who are working here. 1008 is there and 1007 is also there who are working. So these two, 1007 and 1008, should get deleted. Right now we will delete from client, where client id equal to 4003. lic is that only, right? So okay, I'm deleting this. Deleted. Now we will see what will happen with this works with table. See, if you see, there is now nobody with this 4003. All those records also got deleted, right? So that is on delete cascade. On delete set null means it will set to null. It records still be there, but that particular foreign key value will be set to null. But on delete cascade will actually delete that data. There is one more concept is on delete restrict. If you given on delete restrict, it will not allow you to delete from the parent table. In that case, what you have to do is you have to come and delete that particular record in the child table first, then you have to go back and delete in the parent table. So this is what on delete set null and on delete cascade and on delete restrict. And now I will tell you one concept called triggers. Okay, what is a trigger? Trigger means it is a kind of automation. Means if any action is happening, then you do some automatically something else also, some instructions you are giving to rdbms. If something is happening on this table, you also do this thing. Suppose what how triggers will be used mainly is, if suppose you can keep a track of one table. Suppose employee table is there, and whenever you are inserting one data into that table, you are just asking rdbms to go and update. I'm creating a new table, some log table or something. Here everything has to be entered. When the data is being entered into employee table, you just insert a record in this table also, saying one new row inserted or one something inserted, like that. That is called trigger. Let me show you the example. First let us create one table for to show you this concept, triggers concept. I'm just creating one table, let us say employee log. So all the log details, log means whenever you are doing any action, it will come and update here, employee log. And I'll give you the call, I'll just keep the column name as log text, and let us make it varchar of 2000. Okay, now let us just create this table. Create table, create a, here I am, sorry, this has to be there. Okay, text, create employee table, I forgot. Okay, now it has created this table, employee log table has been created. Now I'll show you how to make a trigger, how to create a trigger. So for creating trigger, actually triggers are I try to work in here this pop sql, but it is not, or that code is not working here in pop sql, so that we have to go to command line prompt, and there we have to do. But I'll show you here how we can create a trigger. Create trigger. Okay, let us give some trigger name, employee trigger. Okay, and then we have to say when this action has to be performed. Before insert, or here you can give update, delete, before update, before delete, anything you can give, or after insert, after update, anything you can give. Before insert on employee means whenever you are inserting, before inserting on this employee table. Okay, let us make it clear, just that's why I'm writing it in new lines. Before insert on employee, what you want to do, for each row, this is the syntax you remember, for each row begin, then you have to say what you have to what text you want to put it here. Let us say each row begin, then insert into our whatever the table we have created, right? Employee underscore log values. Here we will write new row inserted. Okay, and then semicolon here. Then since you have, this is trigger, you have to give, and here. Okay, now what we have to do is, see why this trigger concept is not working in PopSQL is actually this thing is one SQL query and it has to be ended with one semicolon. But trigger on a whole, it also needs another semicolon. But if you're giving more than one semicolon here, it will consider as single queries, right? Different queries. It won't consider as one query. For that, we will have to use a different delimiter here, because already semicolon is used. So I'm using, let us say, and at the rate as the semicolon here. and I will also use, when you are giving and also you have to make that at the rate. Okay, then we will have to change back to semicolon. But this code is not working because we are using new delimiters here, and whenever already semicolon is assigned to this is insert query, so that's why it is not working in PopSQL. So that you have to work in command prompt only. I'll show you how you can work. So here what we have to do is, first we have to say database, give your password, and you have to say database that use our database whatever we have created, that is use SQL1. Okay, now you have to say, hey, I'm changing this delimiter to at the rate. Okay, first you have to say this delimiter at the rate, enter. Now it is changed. Now you can run this query, create trigger. Okay, enter. Now it ran. Now you have to change back this delimiter to normal semicolon. Enter. So now you have created one trigger and saying that before inserting anything into employee, insert a row into employee log also with this new row inserted value. So let us see. Now you understood, right? On triggers, we have to use a new delimiter, and it is not at the rate manner. You can give anything, hash, hash, dollar, dollar, or percentage, percentage, anything you can give. Okay. So create trigger, employee trigger before insert on employee. For each row, begin insert into this table. You can give not only insert for before update, before delete, or after update, after delete, anything you can make it. So now let me just insert one query, insert into employee table, insert into employee values. Okay, values, let us say 1008 is there, right? 1009, and name we will have it as Ranjit. First name this is, and last name is some Vinod, and then date of birth is 1968 hyphen some 0313, and then let us say salary is 6900, and his supervisor is 1006, and he belongs to branch number 3 because branch number 2 I have already deleted, that is why I'm giving 3. So let us run this. What column count doesn't exist. What all are there? Did we miss anything? Employee ID given, first name, last name, date of birth, sex we forgot, right? After date of birth it is sex, comma, he is male. So now fine. So one row affected. Now we will see if anything is there inside our what table we have created here. For log we have created employee log, right? Now we will see if anything is there inside that employee log. Select star from employee underscore log. See, this new row inserted has come, right? Like this. So you didn't insert into employee log table, you just inserted data into employee table, but employee log table also updated. Let us say one more trigger, let us create trigger 1, and before inserting on employee we will want to see that what is the date or what is the first name of that guy, something like that. Okay, in that case how you can give is values new colon f underscore name. Okay, so again we will have to go change the delimiter. I'll explain you what is this new and all. We will go to command prompt. We'll give this delimiter, enter. We will run this, create, enter. What is this? It should be dot. Enter. And then change back the delimiter to semicolon. Enter. Now, so that means what you are saying, create trigger. Now this is trigger one. Already employee trigger is already there on this employee table. Now you're creating one more trigger. So that you don't think that won't work. That also will work, and this also will work. Whenever you are inserting any data into employee table, both these triggers will work. And how this will work? For each row, begin insert row new dot f underscore name. So whatever the first name you are giving, that first name will be inserted into log table, so that you will understand, okay, this name employee with name this has been inserted into employee table as a new record. Now let us just give some new name, Rakesh. Let us keep everything and just we will change this employee into 1010 and we will insert it. One row effective. Now we will see what is there inside this thing. Sorry, select from employee log if anything is updated or not. Now if you see, this is from our first record, and these two inserted, and this is from employee trigger, and this Rakesh also inserted here. That means you can keep anything as a trigger, so that this log table will be used as when used to identify when the data is inserted and what kind of data is inserted. So this is what trigger is about. You can explore more on triggers. You can try different other values, different other giving you can last name you can here, and also while creating this employee log table you can have one more column also, and then you can give here comma first name comma last name like that, or first name comma employee IDs also you can give here. So like that, which employee ID has been inserted as a new employee, like all these things you can keep track of it. So that is what triggers means. So mostly this is what a basic SQL is. So we have, from zero we have learned everything about SQL, almost everything about SQL. As a developer, you whatever you have to know, now you know everything. So you have known about what is database, what is table, what is RDBMS, what is primary key, foreign key, on delete, set null, on delete cascade, on delete restrict, what is select, update, delete, drop, alter, and what are the joins, what are. So this is what all about SQL. Hope you understood everything, and you can practice more, so that you will get some doubts and you can give me your doubts in comments. So with this we are ending up our SQL session. You practice well, and if you get any doubts, you can give me in comments. So with this we are closing this SQL tutorial course. Thank you and all the best. I'll also do one more video on SQL interview questions, and we'll discuss various interview questions, what kind of questions you may face in interviews. So what are the frequently asked questions, and some more questions in deep. I'll explain you tomorrow. So I'll do one more video on interview questions tomorrow. Thank you.